Yeah, we got another one. Got another one. On the pop-up again. Oh, double shot. Hello. There we go. That is my first double shot of bream. Good afternoon. Welcome back to Frugal Outdoors with myself, Dylan. And we are out fishing. So it's 2:45 on a Sunday afternoon. And I thought, let's see if we can't go out and get a couple of fish in the daylight. I'm only literally going to be fishing till 6 o'clock. So I'm not fishing for very long. And all I've got with me is a pound bag of Kracken sea baits, C6 squid from Samfishiow, Isle of Wight. So, yeah, I'm excited. I've made some fresh rigs this afternoon. Literally massive rush. I've made 6 rigs. They're all, principally they're the same rig. They're all a 1 up, 1 down with a size 1 chenille. But some have got pop-ups on the top hook and some have got glowy beads on the top hook, all yellow, and every one of them has got a plain hook on the bottom. So I've made them with 25-pound fluoro on the hook links and 60-pound on the rig body. I've had this squid out just in the back of the van trying to defrost really quickly. Rods are all set up, ready to go. I've been in a bit of a rush, so just wanted to get on it. And you'll see here, all I've done, there's no crimps, but I have got swivels on them today. So you can see there, look, I've got a bead, swivel in between trapped, and I've got a double overhand knot on the downward one and a single overhand knot on the top. Obviously all the pressure's on the downward one anyway. I know it reduces the strength of these rigs, but likewise so does a crimp really. But yeah, if it reduces it by half, I've still got 30-pound rig body right there, which I don't think is going to be too much of a problem. So I just want to get one straight into the water. And so just fishing with squid, it's pretty obvious what we're after today. It'd be nice to get into a couple of bream. And we are fishing the dreaded Fort Victoria. And I say dreaded Fort Victoria because it is extremely snaggy at the moment. So I'm fishing with 30-pound, low diameter, straight through. I'm not fishing with a leader today. I'm gonna lose a rig or two, and I don't really want to leave, 6 to 8 meters of heavy grade line out in there if I can help it, because the likelihood is it's probably going to be myself and other people obviously, but myself that's going to snag up in it the next time I come down. So same as usual, all I've done is I've just cut my squid body into 4 and I've just threading it on the hook. I won't be binding it. It's always done me quite well, this sort of way of baiting up. If the squid's a bit softer, then I do put a few little wraps on there, but essentially that's it. 6-ounce grippers, and we're fishing right at the bottom of the tide. Right at the bottom of the tide. We should get a little bit of the turn, which is exactly what I want. And then I want that first part of the flood, which is going to flood quite hard, but we're not on massive tides. So it means we get plenty of water movement out there. And hopefully a couple of fish. There we go. One on the pop-up, maybe 40 centimeters hook snood, 40 centimeters hook snood, one on the bottom, literally 4 inches from the lead and 4 inches from my swivel. Let's get this one on, let's get one in the water, and then we'll do the other one. So there is a gentleman just fishing down there, feathering for some mackerel. He said he had a couple out yesterday, and somebody had some bream from down there as well. But I do tend to favour this top part if I can get on it, purely because I do feel that it is a little bit less snaggy. And if we can try and get out of a few, it would be nice. I am wearing my finger stall today because, like I say, I'm fishing straight through, so I haven't got the benefit of a nice thick diameter line. And we've got a bit of a breeze, which is left to right, which is the same way the tide's going. There we go, I felt that hit the bottom. There we are. First one's in and we're fishing. Now this can be quite a fickle venue. Lots of people fish it. Lots of people have stopped fishing it now because it is really quite snaggy. Where's my line? God, my line's all the way over there. Got a real big belly in the line. There we go. The trouble is, it's one of the deepest venues on the island. So, you know, a 60 to 80 yard cast is getting you into 60 feet of water, which is deep. So it doesn't really matter quite so much here on the in daylight hours if the water's really clear, because obviously you're so low down, you're so deep in the water that actually visibility is quite low anyway. Right, let's get this other one rigged up and get it in. I've got my tripod really quite low today because, let's say, it is quite breezy actually. Could probably get another couple of turns on that. Settled quite nicely in the tide. It's not swinging, but the tide isn't really running yet. It will run later. I have got some 7-ounce grippers, but I don't really want to use them if I can help it. Not on 30-pound line. I mean, I'm only thumping it, overhead thump. I'm certainly not swinging it around. I used to fish with 25-pound straight through all the time. And it was only when I actually did start to, not saying I got a brilliant cast, but it started to improve a tiny bit. And I did have a couple of crack-offs in cast. And that's when I started to upgrade everything and use a leader. But now that I'm much more aware of it, I certainly won't be making that mistake again. So this rig is exactly the same as the other one, but apart from having a couple of pop-up beads on the top, I've just got some yellow glowy beads. Get the ding of the buoy out there. It's quite often how you know when the tide's turned, because it will start ringing. But the trouble is, we've got wind and tide together today. It's not that it's a trouble, but it means there's probably going to be a bit of movement out there. I'm just popping a squid head on the bottom hook on this one, so I'm just going to whip that on. I'll get this one out and then I'll just tighten down on that one just a smidge. What up, mate? There we go. He's just had a mackerel. Right, there we are. This one's all baited. Let's get this on the other rod. Let's get it in. Then we're fishing with both rods, and then we'll contemplate on maybe on a change of casts, maybe having a throw with some feathers. Now I did notice he's using really, really small sabikis, which is exactly what I've got in my box. So if we don't have any luck with the bream, we'll chuck a few feathers out. Hardly done any feathering at all this year. Right, let's get this one out a little bit to my left. And there we have it. Both rods are in. Tighten down on that a little bit. Tighten down on that a little bit. Thing is, when there's so much wind as well, you find when you're tightening down, it will come back up again because the wind will drop and your line will come back up. But there we go. Let's see if we can't get a fish. Let's have a look, see where these lines are going. Yeah, I've got a huge belly of line. Hello, mate. Right? Yeah. Oh, literally just first cast now. Oh, yeah. Oh, there you go.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he's going to go. Oh yeah, look, that's with that bow in the line, mate. So that's a better bite than you think. Tighten up on him a little.
I think he's on there, mate.
Yeah, he's there, isn't he?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, he's on.
Oh, mate. Just got to get it up now. First cast, hopefully.
Oh, bass, isn't it?
Oh, it is a bass. Oh, mate, I've only got size 1 hooks on.
Yeah, you're
Oh yeah, it's a keeper all day long.
Put him up as well.
Yeah, we got him. There we go. Look at that. That's not a bream, but that's a keeper bass. Wicked. Only on a little size 1 hook. I was a bit worried when we first saw it. We thought, oh yeah, nice bream, but there we are. Beauty. There we go. It's in size. I'll say it's only just in size, probably about 45 centimeters. I will quickly check it because there'd be nothing worse than taking someone a bit too small and then getting nailed for it because it's all over the internet. But yeah, nice little bass. First chuck, let's get it baited up and let's get it back in. Hopefully we can get a bream because that's what we came down for. But I'm definitely not going to turn my nose up to that. Right, let's get this one back out. I didn't even have time to bait a second or a third rig rather. So let's get this one in and then we'll get a spare rig sorted out. But yeah, first chuck. Happy with that. Yeah, cool man. Oh, well, there we go. Finally got myself in a position where I've got a spare rig ready. Tide's definitely coming in now, earlier than I thought as well, so there's definitely some tide run out there, and I'm picking up a little bit of weed as well. But we're still fishing. I'm going to probably bring this one in now, change it up, and obviously I'm casting to sort of 11, moving up the wall a bit and then casting to 11. You can see now the tide's coming in because it's pushed all this dirty water in close, and then it's really clear out there. We've got a nice bit of tide. We've had a bass already. Now all we've got to do is try and get a bream. But let's do that anyway. Let's change this up. Bring this one in. Yeah, that tide's pulling hard now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to change it up to 7 ounce gripper just for a little bit, just so I can help pin it to the bottom. The trouble is, in the Solent, when the tide starts to push on the first part, the push obviously brings a lot of weed in through with it. Not too bad. It's not as bad as the ebb, but definitely it's going to bring some through. Well, like I said, can be a bit of a pain on the turn of the tide. If you can fish through it, we've got a good chance of a fish, but we see how patient we are. God, yeah, it's pretty hard fishing at the minute. I mean, knew it was going to be. I don't know why I kid myself that this is a good place to fish. The trouble is, it is a good place to fish. Certain species, like bream, it's, you know, one of the better places on the island to catch them. But we haven't had a bream bite yet. Definitely lost a couple of hooks though, so there's a few crabs out there, I think. But we have had a bass, which is a welcome surprise. So I'm just baiting up this other rig again. Like I say, all I'm doing is these 1 up, 1 downs, size 1 canoes. You know, it's a good rig for bream. It's a good size hook for the bream, and it's a strong hook as well. So if I do get something else, you know, the trouble is here, to get it over that ledge, you've got to bully it a little bit. So far, I've lost 1 set of gear, but I've got all the other ones back. Now, it doesn't sound like it's very positive, but it is, trust me. There's another guy turned up now, mackerel as well. Quite often what I'll do is I'll have a set of mackerel feathers ready to go, hanging off my my tripod, but I haven't today. I'm just going to wait to see how they get on. And so he's had 1, but he's been here. He was fishing when I got here, so. But yeah, it's windy, surprisingly windy. Just sat here watching this right-hand rod start to hoop, and then it dropped a couple of times, which means my lead's moved. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring it in, because what I don't want it to do is move my lead into a snag. We got it up nice and easy. There's the weed. Yeah, it's not too bad anyway, actually. Could have just left it, but it's due a change anyway. There's plenty of weed on that. But yeah, I'm not casting very far, so I'm trying to stay out a bit of the tide and stay out the weed. To be honest, there's no bait left on that anyway, so it's time for a change. And what I'm doing is I'm just all of the weed, because there's a lot, I'm putting it in a pile just here, and when I go, I'll chuck it all in the drink, just to keep it a little bit tidier for the next person. Right, let's keep baiting up. Keep trying for that bream. Right, let's cast this one out. Cast up tide again. Hopefully we can get into a fish in a minute. Tide is raging, so again, I'm not casting very far. Let some of that line out. Yeah, not casting very far at all. Maybe like 70, 80 yards. That just means I'm getting out of that weed a little bit. Oh, crikey, that's a bite. There we go. Go on, go again. Definitely felt like a bream. Don't think it's on there. Just put that down. It went a second time, but I really need it to go again. I don't want to bring it in too soon. God, this wind is really getting up. Oh, I don't know what to do. Should have a look at it. Can't feel anything there. What to do? I'm going to leave it. It's 2 baited hooks on that. Let's leave it. See if it goes again. That one's just gone slack. That one's just gone really slack. What's happened here? Why did that go so slack? I think maybe the weed just tripped my gripper. Oh no, we've got one on. We've got one on. Oh yeah, we got a nice one on. Come on, baby. Yeah. On the pop-up. There we go. There we go. There we go. Got his fin up and everything. Look at that, beauty. That one's going in the box. Let's get another bait out. Yeah, awesome. I thought that was just a bit of weed, just slacklined me, because it wasn't fighting on the way in at all. And then there it was. Right, let's get this one. Let's get this one out, and then we'll have a look at that one, because, like I say, that was a whacking great bite. Right. I mean, it looked like a whacking great bite. It probably wasn't. Let's get this out. Oh yes, I am absolutely chuffed to bits with that. Yeah, maybe a shoal came through, but what I want to definitely try and do is make the most of it and get another couple of baits out there. It's mad, isn't it? So the only bream that I've actually had today is actually on those pop-ups. Now it could just be luck, of course, or it could be that actually it's the way forward. Right, this rig's all baited up again. Let's tighten down on that one and get this one out. Right, let's have a look. Let's have a look at this. Oh, we have got one on. Oh yeah. And there we go. We did have one on, but it didn't look like anything else happened. So it obviously hooked itself and then just sat there. Yeah. And there we go. Another thin, perfect bream from the Solent. Look at that. Beauty. I am absolutely made up. Awesome. 2 in the box. Oh, I'm so chuffed it was on there. Must have literally just been sat in the tide. Did not move at all. Whacking great big bite. Lovely sized bream as well. So I'm amazed it didn't move. And then I was reeling in, and it could be forgiven for thinking there was absolutely nothing on there. Let's get rid of that. All right, 2. Let's see if we can get some more. Oh, I'm buzzing. Goes to show that, you know, fishing through the weed can sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it can be worth it. So what I'm doing, like I was saying earlier, I'm still threading on probably slightly bigger bits actually of squid now. But I'm binding it on. I'm still leaving the piece dangling off the bottom, but what it means is something does hit the bottom of that squid, it can't pull it off the hook quite so easily, but it's still relatively neat, as you can see there, and it's still got a nice flappy bit flapping around off the bottom. So I've gone from cutting a tube into 4 and having small strips on there to now cutting them, basically taking the head off, using the head as a separate bait, and then using the tube, I'm just literally cutting down the middle and using it as 2 bigger baits. But it's got 2 fish. I think sometimes with fishing, a lot of it is about being able to change things up, really. Because like I say, we weren't getting a sniff of bream. I mean, it could have just been that they just came through, and regardless of the size of the bait, how it was baited, what size hooks, we would have got a couple of bream. But we'll pretend that it's because I changed it up. And there we go. There's another one with some yellow glowy beads on the top. There we are. Awesome. Not bad for a short little session. Probably going to knock it on the head a little bit earlier. I mean, we came out with the intentions of trying to catch some food, and we've definitely done that so far. We'll give it maybe another half hour, and hopefully get another. I've got another rig baited anyway, so we've got at least that. But yeah, we'll have another couple of casts and see if we can't get one more, shall we? Oh, what's going on there? You see that? Just pulled down, but then stayed down. There we go, bouncing. What is that? Is that a bite? Oh yeah, that's a bite. That's a bite. Let's have a look. Yeah. Oh, that rod's singing. I know it always looks pretty brutal when we're fishing here, but you just got to get it up over that ledge. That's why I'm standing up on the bank. Just give me a little bit extra. Oh no, and there, oh no. And I thought it was in, but we've got it. There's a ledge, maybe 40 yards out. Oh, what we got? Yeah, we got another one. We've got another one. On the pop-up again. Oh, double shot. Hello. There we go. That is my first double shot of bream. Top one's a bit small, so I'll put that one back. Bottom one is definitely a keeper. I mean, the top one's a keeper as well, but like I say, I've got 3, and this one is significantly smaller than the other one. Look at that. That's how you do it. Look at that one though, that's a clonker. Let's get this little one unhooked and straight back in. There we go, kicked off straight away. Another superb looking fish from the Solent. I've been busting a gut to try and get on some bream, as you all know, and there we go. Number 3, wicked. Giving them a bit more welly now as well. So getting them right out in that tide, it does seem to be making the difference. Get it out in the tide, give it plenty of line, and make those baits a little bit bigger. It's got loads of line. Probably a bit too much. As soon as I get a little bit of tension, there we go, and that will do. Right, let's bait it up again then. One more, shall we? I know some of you might think that I'm being a bit greedy, but like I've always said, predominantly my fishing is to try and get some food, and I'll take those fillets off, I'll vac pack them, and we'll be eating really nice bream through the winter. So even though Sconce Buoy, which is the yellow buoy out there behind me, is leaning over even more than it was when I first arrived, the tide is actually much more fishable. It seems to be the stronger it gets, the kind of easier it gets sometimes here. But yeah, let's get some more bait on anyway. Enough yakking. Oh, there we go. Slack line. Just popped out. Not a bite. I think it just popped it up though. Don't think it's on. If it is, it's a small one. Oh. What's happened there? Has that just woke up? I think it has. I think I was just reeling it in. Oh yeah, hang on, we've got something decent here again. There we go. I was reeling in then. Nothing at all. That bait has been in the water for about 2 minutes. There we are, the breamer in town. Oopsie, sorry buddy. Right, let's get this one in the box. Well, I think we found where they are anyway. The one on the left is not going. Every time I've cast one slightly to the right, we've had one on, so I'm going to do exactly the same again. See if we can't get another one. Fun fishing. Interestingly though, that was on the bottom hook, not on the pop-up. Oh, what a fun session so far. I say so far, I'm not going to give it very much longer. I've already had a message. Daisy's hungry, so and we haven't had food properly yet today. So I'm going to go home, I'm going to have a nice roast. You'd think you'd be having fresh bream, wouldn't you? But that is going to happen tomorrow. I've got one squid left out, the rest of them are still in my cool box. And I think when I've used this squid, got a few heads still down here anyway. Then we'll knock it on the head. Look at that. That looks like a little sand eel or something, doesn't it? Beauty. Oh, I'm having a great time. So nice to be able to just come out for a couple of hours and smash a few fish out. So we've got a couple of casts left with what we've got in front of us. There's no point in being too greedy, and then we'll head home and have some food. Yeah, literally brought one in, no bait left on it at all. So I'm going to chuck this one out, I'm going to rebait the other rig again, and then I think that's going to be us done. There we go. Got another customer, look. Last cast as well, that was the last bait that went out. There we go. I think he's on. I think he's on. Yeah. Is he on? It's very light. Oh, no, there he is. Oh, I don't think he's on. I think he came off. Oh, no, he is on. He is on. Yeah. Oh, it's a little one. I think I'm going to pop that one back, you know. Too small to keep. There we go. That's bream number 6 today, but this one is dinky. And off he goes. Seeing as the bait isn't too bad on this, I am going to quickly chuck it out. Just for a couple of minutes. I was supposed to be packing up. We'll chuck it out. You never know. Ooh. There we go. Looks like I'm packing this rod up. Not entirely sure what happened there. I think I got wrapped up because I blimmin'... Yeah, look, got wrapped up around my tip light. Oh well, there we go. Let's pack this one down. Can't believe that. It's like, yeah, I'll chuck it out again. Why not? Well, there we go. After that awful last cast, or second to last cast, extra last cast, packed down and we're ready to rock and roll. So I really appreciate you stopping by. Thank you for watching. I've literally been fishing for 2 hours and 40 minutes. I've caught 6 bream, 2 of them have gone back, and I've got a bass as well. So we're going to be eating really well for a day or two, and then obviously we'll freeze some down as well. So like I say, I do hope you enjoyed it. I really appreciate your support as always. And yeah, we'll see you on the next one. But until then, please take care, stay safe, and maybe I'll see you out there. Cheers.